Annabelle, as always. Welcome back. So yes, I am doing a review today for you guys. I apologize. I know I have not been doing a lot of videos lately. I'm sorry. My depression and anxiety have been really kind of kicking my ass the last couple of weeks, so I apologize. I kind of am coming back around the bend, but hey, let's get into it. Once again, I apologize, you guys. Shit happens, but hey, let's crack into it. So yeah, we are doing a review today. We are actually reviewing Little Monsters from 1989, starring Fred and Ben Savage, Daniel Stern, Howie Mandel, Margaret Whitten, Rick Documan. Sorry if I'm saying that. I'm so sorry. Frank Whaley and Devin Rattery. So yeah, this movie, literally just picked this up like a week ago. Just was released like about a week ago or so from Vestron. It has been a very long time since I've watched this movie. I think probably when I was still in grade school, maybe one other time, maybe like a good 15 years ago, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while, and let me tell you, man, like, I gotta give this movie a lot of credit in a lot of different areas. Makeup effects in here, I think, are really good. I never hear anyone talk about the effects in here at all. I mean, because it is kind of like a kids movie. I've even said for years, like, oh, Little Monsters, like, it's kind of one of those movies that's really not that good, but, it's just kind of fine, but yeah, no, it's got a really good special effects team and makeup on here. Perfect example, actually. Frank Whaley character, he has a small role in this. He is Boy, and let me tell you that makeup, it's so simplistic. But the payoff is when they finally pan around to the back of his head and you see all that, and it's just, I know once like his face gets kind of like blown up or whatever towards the end, it really does kind of look like one of those like mad balls that they just kind of like expanded. It looks kind of weird, but that before that, when it's kind of his normal face, but you could see like some of the makeup, like they kind of did his hair differently, or it might have been a wig, and then like right around the hairline, you can kind of see almost like little like droops of where like the skin would be pulled back to make him look like like a doll or something. And that's the other thing, especially with all these doll movies that we've been flooded with for years. You go back to look at this, I mean, I know this is after Child's Play, a couple of the Child's Play movies and stuff, and we've had other kind of like evil doll things, but a human form kind of doll, really good. And even Rick Document's makeup in here is really good as well. Like if you cannot even recognize him, but you can tell by his voice that is him. He was such a great character actor and everything. Him in the Burbs, he's been in so many things. But yeah, I mean, even all the other Little Monsters and everything, or even like Maurice and stuff, like some of his little transformations and everything is really good. So I really have to give them a really big shout out for the effects in here. Like I said, it really does not get enough credit at all. So I'm just saying, but whatevs. But yeah, let's crack into this movie real quick. So as I said, once again, it's been ages since I've watched this. But it really tackles some issues, especially for young kids, because the Savage brothers in here, Fred Savage was character is in like the 6th grade. His little brother is, I don't know, like 1st grade or something, or 2nd grade. But like they're young, and we open up with them. We know that they've just moved to a new town. Then we kind of learn like there's some tension with like the parents and stuff. But then we then see that they are going to separate for a little bit and everything, and the kids are kind of dealing with that. So there's a lot of kind of like metaphors and everything, and just like ways for kids to kind of cope in this movie. Like it's like a good coping mechanism type of movie or a good coping movie for kids who might be going through similar things such as this and not really knowing what to do or how to handle it. Might be a nice little escape to see that like they are not the only ones kind of going through this. There are other kids and other families who go through this, and plus too like the monsters and everything. Another kind of like metaphor. Like I didn't think I was gonna read so much into this movie when I watched it, but like the monsters, I like the monsters because I feel like the monsters kind of reflect that sort of. Like the bad kids and like the kids from the wrong side of the track that, especially too with some of the stuff that the the Savage Brothers characters are going through this, especially with Fred Savage's character. You know, he's getting a little bit older. All this stuff is kind of happening. He keeps getting in trouble for stuff that he didn't do. And, he's getting kind of fed up with his environment. And, what do you know? Here comes Maurice through his little brother's bed and kind of befriends him. They become friends and everything. But soon he kind of realizes how all these other monsters, like, yeah, they seem to be, like, having fun and kind of doing what they want. But they're really not good people. At the end of the day, they're not good creatures or anything. You can kind of, I feel like, I don't think it's ever really completely explained. I think Maurice sort of explains it a little bit, but you could definitely feel like these are sort of like the runaway kids from like other, situations or similar situations and everything. And that's why we kind of see, Fred Savage's character kind of going down, hanging out with them. He kind of likes it. It's fun. It's away from all that stress from home and everything from real life. And yeah, like don't know. It's pretty fun. But yeah, I do like that. I do like that kind of parallel with the monsters and with, just kind of how kids might feel like they want to escape, that they want to run away. So hey, let's go become little monsters and everything. And we also do see though with someone like Maurice, especially too, growing up. And a lot of times, you'll hear parents say like, "Oh, stay away from that crowd. They're bad. They're bad." Blah blah blah. And yeah, a lot of times, like they might not have like the best, type of people in those kind of groups. But every so often in those groups, you do find those couple of people, such as Maurice, that yeah, they're kind of on like the wrong side of tracks. They had like a little bit of a tough upbringing, but at the end of the day, even though they decided to maybe follow a different path, not a traditional path, they are still good people and they still have a good heart and everything. So I do kind of like that message where it's like not all kind of monstrous people are like Boy or like Snick, the Rick Duckman character and everything. Like there are some like decent people within those crowds. So but yeah, no, this is just a decent little movie. And like I said, I kind of forgot how like decent this was, and also too, I was kind of thinking about that because as much as I love like the Wizard's another good one for kids that might be kind of going through some like family stuff, some family stresses and stuff. So, but yeah, like it's kind of weird because like the Savage Boys, like I like as I was saying, I like The Wizard. I enjoyed this movie. I love the show The Wonder Years. I enjoy Boy Meets World. I'm definitely like, God, that really was like the show of my generation growing up. Still to this day, people are still like, oh my God, that show, because we kind of grew up with those kids, honestly. But I'll be honest, especially with Fred Savage, I almost called him Kevin because of the Wonder Years. But I'll be honest, like he is a great actor, but he kind of annoys me sometimes, just because like some of his like expressions and everything. He's the type of person that just like annoys the shit out of me. And then with Ben Savage, when I was in college, when I started college, and I don't know if this is true because it's kind of like those like one of those rumor type things, but when he was in college, I think it was around the same time, like, I forgot what school he was going to, but I had heard that he was one of, like, those, like, typical, like, frat boys, total, like, douchebag and everything, so it's just, like, between, like, me kind of not being the biggest fan of Fred Savage and learning that about Ben Savage, which, like I said, I don't know if it's true or not, I just, like, I'm kind of, like, with him, I'm just saying, so, I don't come at me though, you guys. Like I know you guys love, especially Ben Savage, from the Wonder Years and stuff. But I don't know. Then again, that was like 20 years ago, so over 20 years ago. He could have changed. I'm just saying. I hope he did. So don't be a douche. But yeah, no, I think definitely you should show your kids this, especially if you are someone who has been going through some struggles and everything, and you have young kids and everything, and they're kind of like, oh my god, like not really sure how to deal. Like, show them this movie. Let them know that they're not the only ones that go through stuff like this. I'm just saying. Let me know what in the comments, guys, what you think of Little Monsters. Till next time, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.